Hello and welcome to TTV News on TayNinhTV radio and television station. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of April 25th, as the People's Committee of TayNinhT Province, Mr. Triệu Văn Cường, Deputy Minister of Home Affairs, led the delegation to survey and evaluate the implementations of the law on direct democracies in TayNinhT Province. This delegation was welcomed by Mr. Trần Văn Chiến, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee.
The leaders of the Provincial People's Committee reported the following contents: result of implementing the law on implementing direct democracy, regulations on implementing direct democracy through referendum, election and dismissal of elected representatives, collecting people's opinions on decisions at the grassroots level and other forms of implementing direct democracy in the province in recent times. Simultaneously, departments and branches also stated limitations, difficulties and obstacles in the process of the law on implementing direct democracy. They are also aware of the causes of the problems. From there, make recommendations and proposals for amendments, supplements and promulgation of new legal documents to continue complete direct democracy. Speaking at the conclusion of the survey, the Deputy Minister of Home Affairs appreciated the results of implementing direct democracy in TayNinhT Province in recent time. He noted that in the coming time, TayNinhT needs to strengthen issues such as propagandizing laws on direct democracy, the law on implementing grassroots democracy, focusing on citizen reception and resolving complaints and denunciations, promoting direct democracy. People know, people discuss, people check, and people enjoy benefits. On the morning of April 25th, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, visited and gave gifts to policy families and people with meritorious services in World One TayNinhT City. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm kindly visited the life and health of the families. He expressed his tribute and deep gratitude to the good deed and six soldiers who have made great contributions to the cause of national liberation and unification. On this occasion, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm presented its family with a gift worth 1.5 million Vietnam dong from the Provincial Party Committee, People's Council, People's Committee, and Vietnam Fatherland Rent Committee. This shows the party and state's concern for policy families. On April 25th, TayNinhT Provincial People's Committee held a conference to summarize the implementation and reward work of the province in 2023 and direction and tasks for 2024. The conference was attended by Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Chairman of the Provincial Emulation and Commendation Council. In 2023, closely following the direction of the Provincial Party Committee, Provincial People's Committee, branches and localities deploy many innovative, creative, practical and highly effective emulation movements. Sectors and localities have stepped up work such as rewarding according to authority, strengthening the detection and armed slave rising and rewarding collectives and individuals with extraordinary achievements, bravely saving lives and property, rewarding farmers and workers who directly produce, study and work. Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc writes the result that groups and individuals have achieved in recent times. 2024 is an important year with the goal of promoting economic growth, ensuring social security, and making achievements to celebrate the 55th anniversary of implementing President Hồ Chí Minh's will. 1969-2024, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc suggested that it is necessary to arouse, launch, and organize well the patriotic emulation movement among carriers, party members, civil servants, officers, and soldiers of the armed forces and on people. And the business community consider this one of the basic measures to organize and successfully implement the political tasks of the province. At the conference, 53 collectives and 119 outstanding individuals were awarded Nobel Awards. On the afternoon of April 25th, TayNinhT Provincial Labour Confederation for the 2023-2028 term was chaired by Mr. Trần Lê Duy, member of the Executive Committee of the Vietnam General Confederation of Labour, Chairman of the TayNinhT Provincial Labour Confederation. organized an unscheduled meeting of the Executive Committee to gather opinions and discuss a number of drafts related to union activities, benefits of union members and workers, and promoting sustainable business development. These contents include drafts on program for building a team of union officials at all levels to meet task requirements, especially union residents at enterprises outside the public sector for the term of 2023-2028. Draft on focusing on dialogue, collective bargaining, bringing benefits to union members and employees, focusing on wage, bonus, working conditions and hours in the period of 2023-2028, and plan to establish union membership development in the informal sector in TayNinhTV province in 2024. In 2024, 3 or more unions in the province strive to establish and build a pilot model to establish one lottery ticket sales union. This is considered a new point in union activities. In addition, the conference recorded opinions to reach an approved conclusion.
The Steering Committee for implementing the Provincial Youth Development Program have reconvened to summarize Youth Month 2024 on the morning of April 25th. This conference marks a month of exciting and effective activities for TayNinhTV youth.
In the last youth meeting, TayNinhTV recorded the following results, completing 10 out of 10 set targets, including achieving and exceeding 4 out of 10 targets. More than 320 projects were implemented in youth meeting from provincial to grassroots level. The total value of projects carried out by young people reached over 7.8 billion Vietnam dong, with more than 7,450 volunteers. They also awarded more than 4,800 gifts and scholarships with a total value of more than 1.1 billion Vietnam dong. Secretary of the Provincial Youth Union Nguyễn Thanh Tùng appreciated the activities by youth union members during Youth Month 2024. At the same time, he directed a number of tasks such as focusing on the summer of 2024 youth volunteer campaign, effectively deploy youth projects associated with the spirit of volunteering for the community. In particular, they launched a movement to support fresh water and water tanks for people in Long An and Bến Tre provinces who are facing difficulties due to saltwater intrusion. On the morning of April 25th, the Provincial Department of Natural Resources and Environment organized a conference to introduce technology on domestic waste incinerators and solid waste treatment solutions in TayNinhTV province. T-Test waste treatment technology using incinerators provides outstanding efficiency and reasonable price. In particular, thoroughly treating smoke does not pollute the environment because the ash of waste after being treated and buried hygienically does not affect the environment. At the end of the seminar, the representative of the Provincial Department of Natural Resources and Environment requested locality and waste treatment businesses in the province to continue to research and consider waste treatment technology that T-Tech Company Vietnam introduced to have proposals suitable to the actual local situation in waste treatment and management. On the morning of April 24, the State Budget Revenue Steering Committee of TayNinhTV province met to evaluate the state budget revenue situation in the first quarter of 2024 and propose tasks and solutions to complete the state budget revenue estimate. In 2024, Mr. Dương Văn Thắng, Vice Chairman of the Provincial Budget Committee, head of the Provincial State Budget Revenue Steering Committee, attended and chaired the meeting. At the beginning of the meeting, Mr. Nguyễn Tấn Lợi, Director of the Tax Department, Standing Deputy Head of the Provincial State Budget Revenue Steering Committee, reported preliminary results of state budget revenue in the first quarter of 2024, estimated implementation in the first 6 months of 2024. Accordingly, total state budget revenue in the area in the first quarter of 2024 is 3,554.4 billion Vietnam dong, reaching 32.4% compared to the estimate of the Ministry of Finance, reaching 32% compared to the estimate of the People's Council and People's Committee of TayNinhTV province, compared to the same period in 2023, increased by 12%. Besides the results achieved after the first 3 months of the year, leaders of districts, towns, and cities raised many issues. Although the local economy shows signs of recovery, there are still complex fluctuations that are difficult to predict. Increasing risk of the production and business environment, the number of newly established businesses decreased sharply over the same period. Many tax revenue taxes have not yet reached the estimated progress. Concluding the meeting, Mr. Dương Văn Thắng emphasized collecting correctly and fully, avoiding cases of over-collection. However, it is also necessary to do more research on the fields of e-commerce and online business, establish an anti-revenue loss team, and seriously deploy solutions to combat tax loss. On April 24, the Provincial Government Union, along with the Government Charity Club and Châu Thành District Government Union, held a ceremony to donate breeding cows to poor women. The household receiving the cows is Miss Ngô Thị Hồng Hạnh, living in Thành An Hamlet, An Bình, Khánh Miệu, has 2 children with mental illness. The family is extremely difficult. And Miss Nguyễn Thị Bé Tâm household lives in Quarter 1 Châu Thành Tháo, whose husband is paralyzed and is bedridden. She works as a hired laborer to take care of her 2 children. Each household receives 1 breeding cow worth 20 million Vietnam dong. Mr. Trương Văn Hoàng, Standing Committee member of the District Party Committee, Secretary of the Châu Thành District Party Committee, and leaders of the local government and local authorities, sincerely thank the support of the Women's Charity Club for donating 30 cows, giving birth to 46 calves. The situation of sick and difficult women in the area in recent times has helped many households escape from poverty. At the same time, awarded a certificate of merit from the Provincial Business Committee to the club in social security work in the locality.
Dear audience, the government dialogue conference with gold trading businesses took place on the morning of April 25th, organized by the TayNinhTV Business Association. It attracted the participation of many gold businesses in Tây Ninh province. This dialogue is getting hotter and hotter with many feedbacks and suggestions from businesses.
The dialogue takes place in the context of gold trading enterprises facing many difficulties and obstacles as the state strengthens inspection and examination of the gold market, with specifically gold trading enterprises, source and gold bullion distribution, and trading agents and other entities participating in the markets. In Vietnam, people consider gold as jewelry, a means to store and prevent risk, so they can buy and sell at many times. Gold trading enterprises in Tây Ninh province have long been doing business according to tradition, family businesses, and many inventories without origin. In gold business, we are allowed to buy gold from people. I buy it with the origin, then we have to process and classify it for selling. While we are processing gold, the market management team checks how do we explain this piece of gold. We say it takes time to verify. There must be specific regulations for a few days. Currently, the investment law still maintains the regulation that gold business is a conditional business like the gold business regulations cover on production, processing, repair, trading, import, export, and services related to gold, which are on conditional business lists. For many years, this regulation has been causing the gold industry in general and gold businesses in particular to encounter more and more difficulties due to increasing the number of licenses and increasing administrative procedures, causing business costs to increase significantly. Businesses need to note that because they are businesses, not families. For business enterprises, the basic principles of business management are golden. Businesses accept that we will strictly follow the regulations from this point on. It takes time to do it again. I promise to observe and present it to the next parliamentary session. Within the next week, TayNinhTV Business Association will continue to receive feedback and suggestions from gold trading enterprises. According to Mr. Trần Hữu Hậu, the government companies to remove difficulties for gold trading enterprises so that businesses can develop better.
Ladies and gentlemen, on April 25th every year, the World Health Organization (WHO) celebrates World Malaria Day to highlight community commitment to malaria, as well as local strength in uniting for a common goal towards a world free of malaria. In Tây Province, with the practice participation of all levels and sectors, on December 21st, 2023, our province was recognized as eliminating malaria. In order to protect this achievement in 2024, TayNinhTV continues to maintain malaria prevention activities in the area.
Maintaining achievements, preventing malaria from returning is the message that the province chose for this year's World Malaria Prevention Day, determining that raising people's awareness about malaria prevention and control is an important factor to minimize the number of people with clinical malaria and prevent it from spreading into an epidemic. TayNinhTV has implemented synchronous implementation of measures, content such as social policy solutions, technical expertise, remote health education and communication work to raise awareness and change people's behavior. In particular, people living in malaria areas should learn about measures to prevent and control disease-carrying mosquitoes to reduce malaria infections. If you want to eliminate malaria on the condition that within 3 years, the province has no domestic malaria cases, then malaria can be eliminated. Until TayNinhTV province has been recognized as eliminating malaria, the disease can still invade and break out into an epidemic if people and authorities at all levels are subjective and lose vigilance, failure to fully implement proactive measures to prevent epidemic. In early 2024, our unit rapidly developed a plan to work as well as monitor malaria vectors, monitoring close areas to carry out professional work to detect malaria cases early so we can handle them promptly. Regarding the other issue of providing medicine to people going into areas at risk of malaria, one dose is given for people to take as a preventive measures. In addition, key areas such as Tân Hòa are given mosquito nets impregnated with medicine so that people do not get bitten by mosquito. In addition, the TayNinhTV Center for Disease Control also recommends that each person and each household should proactively apply proactive disease prevention measures such as sleeping under mosquito nets to prevent mosquito, implementing mosquito control measures, regularly cleaning the environment, clearing bushes, sewers, moving livestock bands away from the house. Cases suspected of having malaria must go to the nearest medical facility for timely examination, testing, and treatment. Do not subject malaria at home. According to the National Center for Hydrometeorological Forecasting, the upcoming April 30 and May 1st holidays will last for 5 days, and heat will cover most provinces and cities in the country. The hottest area in the country is from Thanh Hóa to Phú Yên. As for the capital Hanoi alone, the highest temperature will be about 38 capital degrees Celsius, not particularly harsh like what is being spread on social networks. From April 27 to 29, it is likely that the northeastern provinces will experience hot weather with a common daytime highest temperature of 35 to 37 degrees Celsius. Then April 30 and May 1st, there will be a local decline in some places. The hottest area in the country is the area from Thanh Hóa to Phú Yên, which is likely to suffer hot sun and intense heat. The Central Highlands and Southern regions have places above 37 degrees Celsius. Prolonged and intense heat in residential areas will easily cause explosion and forest fires, affecting people's health. In addition, harsh weather during the day also brings the risk of thunderstorm in the evening, with dangerous weather phenomenon. A typical example is the thunderstorm on the evening of April 20.
Dân là không nên trú tránh ở cái chỗ
In the
gốc cây.
coming time, the
Trường phòng
northern
thì
and
gặp cây
southern
xanh nó bị
regions
gió mạnh làm
are
bật gốc,
also
gãy đổ
likely
cành,
to occur.
thậm chí là cái
Secondly,
hiện tượng
when a
dông
thunderstorm
lốc sét
occurs,
có thể
do
đánh
not
vào những
take
cây,
shelter
làm
under
cho
a tree.
cái
In
ảnh hưởng
case
đến người trú
rangers
tránh
wreck,
và
tornadoes
là
or lightning
ảnh hưởng đến
strike
sinh
the
mạng của
tree,
những người
affecting
mà
life.
trú tránh ở gốc
It
cây.
is
Quan trọng
important
nữa
to
là
try
khi mà
to
cái
go
hiện tượng dông
inside
lốc
the
sét thì
house
chúng ta
at that
cố
time.
gắng đi vào trong nhà, không đi ra ngoài trong thời điểm đấy.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.